All right, Coolio McDoolio. That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, hi, welcome back to Duncan Lectures Series Part 4. My name is Duncan Allardyce. I will be your lecturer for this evening. What are we going to talk about today? Well, we've just come up to the end of the workday, and it was a big, long, productive day. It was actually, this work week has been very good. Shit has gotten done, and I'm exhausted now. Like, I am mentally drained. Brain is fried. Body is depleted of all energy resources. It's a process, and yeah, it's very self-satisfying though. So yesterday, what happened? What happened yesterday? We got assigned a project where I had to create a video highlighting sort of all of the like our group dynamic sort of thing, the group that I'm working with, how we interact with each other, just kind of giving us highlights, like just showing our personality so that they can advertise that to faculty, and then the faculty can look and go like, oh, that group right there, they've got these personalities, make it more personable sort of thing. And then so last night, so the process was on Tuesday, we sort of brainstormed the hypothesis we were making this sort of video idea. I was assigned with that task. That night, I created a great idea. Like just a great idea, put it all on paper, that's what I did. The following day, like this is me like with a sort of general sort of idea of what's gonna happen. Like it's gonna start with this sort of shot, this like very basic basic progression sort of thing. And then so that was Tuesday. Then the next day was what? What's the next day? Next day is Wednesday. And on Wednesday, what happened? I proposed the idea to the group, and the group went. Well, so then we brainstormed together, sort of thing. We brainstormed together and talked about what was good, what they liked. The group kind of wanted to do a sort of sitcom kind of vibe entrance sort of dealio. I so that was something with. I'm sorry, right now. No, I'm just gonna go with it. So we were brainstorming. That took a lot of time. That was like a 2.5 hour sort of clashing minds. I have all the ideas. They're like no, but not in a sense of your ideas suck and I'm like hating you, but like. The best analogy I can go for it is if you want to move your finger, this is you, and you want to move over here and just to hit that point, it's a lot harder to move to just that point really slowly and hit it all by yourself. But if you have a force, just another finger pushing against it, it's a lot easier to control. You know what I mean? So then the creative process that we had, which is fantastic, was I had these ideas going in every which direction way possible, and they had ideas as well, but their ideas were more like directing sort of the flow, which at times for my brain feels like you're just saying no to everything I say, but it's not. You're saying no. It's more going okay, whoa, like let's just walk in a direction that makes sense and keep the viewer in mind so that they know we're all kind of on the same page, sort of thing. Anyways. After that day of brainstorming in the evening, what happened was I like rigorously storyboarded it. And storyboarded it in the sense of I shot by shot, frame by frame, action by action, wrote a plan with timestamps as well, just so like going, okay, intro, Duncan wakes up, 0 to 2 seconds, going, that's gonna take 2 seconds, so that I could calculate exactly how long each chapter of the video would last, as well as keeping the video within the time frame of 3 minutes, which was the time frame that I knew about. You didn't know, but you just learned about it right now. So that took all night. Like that was like a 5 o'clock with dinner sort of thing. Then 8 o'clock get to work. 8 o'clock till midnight 12:30, 1 o'clock bedtime. But the next day it was really great because in the morning I could give everyone some instruction. Oh, also, I transcribed those written notes into a screenplay sort of format, so I could share them onto the online platform that we were using. Which was easier to more effectively communicate what the group was doing. But it turned out very well because then that next day, the day of filming, it was a wake up, here's your job, you go do this, film this part. It was like everyone knew what they were doing. There was no confusion. Well, there's confusion, but the confusion was limited, and it wasn't everyone had a part to play, and everyone was fine with that. Anyways, speaking of segues, meaning moving on to the next segment. So we've recorded all that stuff, got all the files to be sent to my way. That was fantastic. Then after that, during the afternoon, I started some preliminary editing, which is just kind of putting the clips into Adobe Premiere Pro, which is the Adobe editing software that I use primarily. That's the one I'm most familiar with. That's just how I do. Anyways, like that breath there was like, I'm tired, full of energy, exhausted. Full of energy, exhausted. What does that even mean? Back to the main point, which was uploading files, preliminary editing. Then the end of the day hits, and I get this sort of, okay, you need a break, Duncan. You've been concentrating all day for the past week. Just relax a little bit. So I did. And then I watched like some sort of Netflix, made myself dinner. Didn't do dinner as well as I wanted it to. But anyways, moving on to the next thing. After I started video editing, and the video editing went very well and very smooth and very liquid, quick and precise, and it was good because I had a plan. So instead of having the footage and having to create something from it, I had a plan and all the footage that according with that plan, and so it was just a matter of taking the footage and fitting into the puzzle pieces that matched with that plan that I had made earlier. So that was cool. It was a different sort of process sort of make. Normally what I will do, especially with the vlogs, is I will just go out and film stuff with a story in mind, but not really. Like I just live my life and then the story will write itself. Whereas here we had I had a specific structure. But it turned out really well in the end. If you want to watch it, I will link it in the description. I think it's going to be unlisted for the moment because they're using it for advertising purposes. So what it is of, you already know what that is. But in the end, it turned out really well. I'm very happy with the final result. It matched. You know when you have a vision for something and you create it and it doesn't match that vision at all whatsoever, and it's disappointing beyond any describable negative emotion that exists in the mental lexicon of your English vocabulary so far. Yeah, that feeling sucks. This didn't happen here. This was one of those moments where I believe that my initial vision was not matched exactly, but rather directed in creative, just in a creative way that it was redefined within the acceptable standards in my mind. Who is that? Oh. Jellyfish. I don't want to ever be a jellyfish. Anyways, so back to this thing. What was I talking about? I hate this. No, I don't. Okay, yeah. Oh, no. I'm happy with the final result because it matched what my initial vision was. And my initial vision was something fantastic. Also, one of the members of the group, Jenna, didn't actually film one of the parts that I had written to her down to do, but that's okay because in the end, it turned out better without that part. So it's it's just a natural editing process it's fantastic to look at and analyze. And I'm happy with how it turned out. Showed the group fucking loved it. They were like, this is super cool. I liked hearing that. Then I sent it to my boss, the prof who's in charge of it. And she said, I love this, it's fantastic. So that's super cool as well. It's Friday evening. I have nothing to do until Monday. It's just, I'm exhausted. What am I going to do? I don't know. I don't care. I need to do laundry. There's clothes all over the floor. It's hot as fuck. I'm rambling. If I've lost you at this point, it's because I've stopped saying anything palpable to your mental cognition. If I could leave you with anything, I would say, if you hear someone tell you something over and over and over, but you don't understand it, don't just accept it as true because they've repeated it so many times. Question it, challenge it, see if it's true, because it might be and it might not be. and that will help you know what what your truth is. I set a timer and I'm hoping that it goes off right now. Now. Remember, I don't think I even started the timer. I did. 5 o'clock. Here and now. My name is Duncan Allardyce, and thank you for listening.